great environments. Great environments, quite frankly. Great environment, really. The beach. This is the Okum-okpo beach in Lagos, southwest Nigeria. It's a beautiful scenery, you know, and what a fantastic environment. A place where you can chill, really. Chill and have fun, all you want. Yes. And by the way, for those who don't know, this is actually the place where a consortium of conglomerates came together, and they basically did something fabulous. They actually had their cable landed in this particular beach. So all those who were asking how on earth did they get their connection or connectivity on their networks, whatever network you're using, whether it's MTN, Glory, you know, whatever database or whatever, what have you, you know. This is the sea. This is the beach where the cable landed, and we are at the center where more than 80% of Nigeria's interconnectivity, including things like your voice call, your data, and what have you. This is exactly where those wires, those connections actually started from. So just in case you're wondering, this is an information. I am actually in Lagos, just in case you're wondering where I am. I'm in Lagos, and this is the Okum-okpo beach in Lagos. It's very close to Sangotedo. And somebody said it's also at Ibejuleki, but Sangotedo is on the other side of Lagos. But this is Ibejuleki, but is the Okum-okpo beach. You know, we have several beaches in Lagos, so this is totally different. So this particular beach is totally different from the usual beach that we have across Lagos. It's different in its own right because this is a place where a different consortium, several consortium came together and landed its submarine cables for all of the networks that you are receiving or you are using in Nigeria. The guide told us that more than 80% of the voice calls, the interconnectivities, and everything that has to do with data, this is the place where the cable was actually mounted, and it was quite beautiful. Like I said, you know, for those who will be wondering to hear or know more, I will be doing a video later. We are opportune to see certain other facilities that this complex actually have, and it looks really, really amazing. Look at the currents, but it's just not about the currents, but it's about the data. Nothing should happen to there's a submarine cable that has that it was mounted here. Nothing should happen to it, because if anything happens to it, the entire internet in Nigeria goes down. It is that very important. You know, it's that very important. So it's not just about one particular network. It's a consortium of networks, and it's just so beautiful. This place is looking. I was thinking I was going to see a lot of cables around, but you can't see any cables. But what you can see is the beach and the current of the beach, and you hope that it doesn't come too close. But I hope you guys are good. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. I'm in Lagos, just in case you're wondering. We're still continuing our program. For those who don't know, I am one of the journalists selected by MTN, to participate in the Media Innovation Program. So we are in the last week of that particular program for the cohort 3. And this particular place that we are is the Okum-okpo beach, somewhere in Ibejuleki. That's where we are. Those are my two colleagues there. There's two of them. One is of the BBC and the other is of Bella Niger. Obunna Nkechi is the one having the camera, and Oluwadunsi is the one with on yellow top. She's just been promoted, like I heard, in her organization. She's the head of innovation right now. We're just excited. And look, these are other journalists from around the country that have also come for this particular exhibition. One of them standing there is John Stones, Belaka, is of Homango. The other one with suit is my friend and brother, GUS. Is from Cool FM, and Sapienza FM's Chioma is also standing there. So we just having a glimpse of this fantastic place. It's a beach. It's a beautiful place. Apparently, let me even show you something. These places you see here, there are so many hotels. There's so many hotels on this road. So someone could walk up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kilometers, or even 10. Because like you can see, it's a very long stretch. You could walk from here all the way down, and you could be in another different city. That's how big this place is. All right. So it's a massive place. There are hotels on this road. There are hotels on this route, and this particular portion is the one just dedicated to the consortium. That's the West African Cable Networks. That's the West African Cable Networks. So the consortium that's actually submerged its cables here. So that's the reason why we have a fantastic network. If anything happens here, there's going to be downtime on the network. So it's been really an amazing tour so far. It's the final week of the 6 weeks that we've been on this particular tour, and this is climaxing it. This is just day 1 of the 5 days. We're looking forward to having a beautiful, a great time with the facilitators, because this week apparently we're also going to defend our project. Yeah, this whole thing started in the month of May, and it's almost climaxing. Looks really good, really pretty. I don't know where you are watching me from. Yeah, you can drop a comment and tell me what you guys think so far. I'll be willing to share more details and speak to you more about the development. So talk to me if you can on the comment section. I would love to hear from you as usual. All right. So feel that current of the huge sea, the Okum-okpo beach, somewhere around Ibejuleki, very, very close to the town Sango-Tedo. I mean, you could walk your way. This is the other side of the beach. You could walk your way to Sango-Tedo from this axis. But of course, it's really the beautiful ambience, quite frankly. And I hope that you are feeling the beauty. You are excited about the beauty. And by the way, they say that sometimes this beach can flow as far as this fence. If it gets angry, it could flow as far as this fence. So it's not angry just yet. I mean, even though it's rainy season, normally what happens during rainy season is because of the overflow of the rain that happens is usually overflows his banks. But hopefully we haven't had that this year. Hopefully we wouldn't have that before the year runs out. So but it's a beautiful sight, really. It's a beautiful sight. if you're allowed to come through this place, and you could find time this Ember months, the free adverts for these guys who own hotel along this axis. I mean, it's going to be a beautiful place, a beautiful time if you find your way with a loved one downtown to where this is located and have the fun of your life, right? Have the fun of your life. I mean, there's something this ambience does to you, especially your spirit mind. When you're here, that you tend to think well, you tend to take decisions properly, especially as it concerns issues that's got to do with life. I don't know, but it's just what it feels to me like. Now, this is what it is. You just have to find your way around coming down to this area and then thinking through life and then making decisions that affect your life. So I tend to, find these places natural ambience for inspiration for certain things when it comes to media, lifestyle, everything basically. There's virtually everything that you could take decision on when you are in an environment like this. I just love it. I just love it. I mean, it's like, even if you're doing nothing, absolutely, even if you're doing nothing, just by standing and sitting and watching and catching these absolutely amazing ambience, like you could have a lot of inspiration, quite frankly. I so much love it. Maybe I should go closer. What do you think? That's my friend. His name is Dapa Dapa of the IBS. Dapa Dapa. Dapa Dapa. Man, how do you see this environment, man? Right? What does it do for you? What does it do for your well-being?
At this moment here, you could just be here and then you forget about all your worries.
Absolutely.
And you're just trapped in the moment.
Absolutely.
Also, you can even just be thinking about what next to do.
Mm-hmm.
The ocean tide is very therapeutic. I'm not gonna
absolutely
lie.
Absolutely, it is therapeutic.
Honestly.
It is therapeutic.
I'm gonna be out here for a bit.
Right.
I suppose going in.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna chill here.
Me too. I'm gonna stay. I'm live on YouTube and I'm just giving an update of what's going on here. And then, I even forgot to tell them that this is the place where they actually built its this consortium of conglomerates.
West Africa
cable network.
Yes.
This is where they actually
West
had
African submarine cable wax.
West African submarine cable wax. This is where they actually landed their submarines.
Yes.
And this is where 80% of internet networks are tapped from across Nigeria.
Yes.
I don't know about West Africa, but across Nigeria, at least more than 80% of this internet activities actually is tapped from here. Yes. And it's just so amazing, really. I mean, I forgot to say that because this current gives me chills.
Totally. The ocean tide. Now I see why I usually don't go to the beach.
Yeah.
But if you're alone on the beach, it's something else.
Absolutely.
It's the first time I feel that I'm on the beach and that no one's around.
Right.
Nothing's happening and the feeling is different.
Right. No, it is. It's absolutely different, and it's just amazing, how you can come here and take a decision about your life, because I think that because of this natural ambience, it has a way of connecting you to God. So if you are stuck,
you connect with the spirit.
If you are absolutely, if you are stuck about something you want to take a decision on, or maybe something you're trying to do, this place can give you some inspiration that could connect you to something bigger.
And get that aha moments, get epiphany.
Yes. Absolutely. But I mean, I'm just wondering, what's on the other side of this beach?
From here, straight is the Atlantic. You're going.
Oh, is this Atlantic Ocean?
Yes.
Really?
From here, you're going to other parts
Europe?
of Africa and Europe. Yeah.
Really?
Totally.
Wow. But you cannot move this way because the current is coming this way. Can you?
To be honest, I don't know about that. But what I know for fact is from here. Be careful.
Okay. Okay. This is beautiful. Can't you just feel it? God damn it. I love it. Tell me what you think about it. I really want to know what you think about it. What do you think about it? What do you think about it? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it, how it's rushing. Gosh. Look at how it's rushing. Don't you just like it? Damn it. Just as how refreshing this is, it could also kill you, you know? It could kill you. It looks friendlier from outside when you just watch from far. It looks friendly, but it could kill you. It could deceive you. No, but this is beautiful. Well, for those who might be thinking and wondering why on earth don't we have people on the beach? Well, it's a Monday morning and people have got to go make money. I mean, Nigeria is largely a country that people are more, concerned about their jobs within the week and then look out for what they could do in terms of relaxation at the weekend. So I'm sure it's part of the reasons why the beach is quite empty. It's a Monday morning, so you need to be at work. The reason why I'm here because I'm also at work being here. I am also at work being here, so that's why I'm here. So just in case you're wondering why am I not at work, so that's a beautiful place. Just let me know what you think. It's a beautiful, beautiful beach. Maybe I've given someone some ideas about the Ember months. December is around the corner. You're looking for a place to just go chill. Maybe look out for one of the hotels on this road, on this axis. That's the Okum-okpo beach. All right, on the Ibejuleki, and you have a whole lot of good time, with your weekend spouse. I think a lot of people who are hoping to make enough money, maybe extra cash, yes, extra money, extra cash, in order to have some more to spend by December. I hear that one of the rooms you could get along this axis is around 75,000. 75,000 naira. Not so much amount of money, but if you want to put that in dollars, you're looking at around $30, $25, $30, per night. So it's a beautiful place. It's really a beautiful place. I hope you're liking it. I hope you've learned a thing or two. And by the way, for all those who are wondering why I haven't come back on air all the while, but it's because I've been traveling. I needed to talk about some of the happenings in Nigeria, especially as it concerns the latest celebrations of Yakubu Gowon, who did his 90th birthday, and a whole lot of people criticized Peter Obi for what he did and what he said, congratulating Yakubu Gowon as he clocked 90 years. He needed to explain to people why he did that. So there's this controversy about the fact that he was the chief prosecutor of that particular war. That's 1967 and 1970 war. A whole lot of persons call it the Biafran War. Some call it the Civil War. And so because of that, they feel that Peter Obi, whom was a very, very huge contender at the 2023 elections, shouldn't have congratulated him, given that the Nigerian state at the time when Gowon was the head of state masterminded the killing of people of Peter Obi's tribes, tribesmen basically. And that's the Igbo nation. At that time, it was called the Eastern region. And so, because of that, they felt that Peter Obi should have been moderate with his words, with congratulating him as he turned 90. And so there was a whole lot that was said that he needed to say that forgiveness is key and all of those things. So yeah, I needed to touch on that because there's a lot of controversy. Really, even myself, before Peter Obi, explained why he did the congratulations, I was also among those who was fuming about the fact that he had congratulated him at 90, because, I mean, for somebody who masterminded that kind of war, if you like, genocide against the Nigerian people, for a war that would have been averted, I mean, for crying out loud, he should be tried at least. The minimum of what we're expecting to happen is the fact that he should be tried. Let him tell us the situation, what happened with Aburi, what happened with the agreement that he had with Ojukwu, what happened, why he got into war with the Biafran people at the time. So he needed to have that explanation. At least let's even know what happened, so that there are certain things that can lay low forever. Because right now, people in the Eastern region are still feeling pained about what has happened, because it is still, many people think that what happened then, even with the pronunciation of no victor, no vanquish, people still believe, especially in the Eastern region, that the war really never went away. There are certain things that have happened in the past, recent past, that most of them still believe that would have been taken care of, that didn't take care of, that the Nigerian state didn't take care of. For instance, this marginalization talk is still an issue under Buhari. He marginalized the Southeast. In fact, there is no sugarcoating it. Under the likes of even the current administration, it's still that motive, it's still that move. You see the marginalization tendencies around him. All of the appointments that you see, basically, twisted into one direction, thereby, sidelining, people who are supposed to be on the other side. So that war, even though people of the Southeast may have tried to forget it, but it tends to rear its ugly head back to their faces, given the scenario that is playing out right now. It's almost similar to what they felt then in 1967, 1966, 1967, that caused the pogrom in the north and all whatnot. So I needed to touch on that. All right, I haven't been stable for a few days now. That's the reason why I haven't spoken about issues around Nigeria. I hope you forgive me for that. But at least from tonight, hopefully from tonight, or from tomorrow, we would have some time to talk about what's going on in Nigeria. Hope you're good out there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate every single one of you every day looking out for me and expressing your gratitude. And very soon, by the way, very, very, very soon, very, 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 very soon, we will be doing something quite interesting. You will have the opportunity to call me and react to any of the topic that we're bringing up. I mean, remember that the topic is not going to be limited to Nigeria alone. I know there are a whole lot of people who are interested in Nigerian stories, the Nigerian news, the analysis, I don't know what. I know there are people who are like that. I know there are people who are like that. I know. But you will have the opportunity to even counter my opinion, because I know that sometimes my opinion can piss you off. So if you have the opportunity to call me and express yourself as to, what, the opinion you have just put out, I don't like it, but this is what I think. Well, I believe that we don't have to fight, we don't have to quarrel. For us to have for you to have to disagree with me, in case you have this. But you can also say, well, I like your opinion on this, but this is what I think. This is an except, maybe a different thoughts from what you think. All right. So you have the opportunity to call me from wherever you are in the world. You could be in Portugal, you could be in France, you could be in Spain, you could be in United States of America, you could be in UK, you can be in Jamaica, you could be in India, you could be in South Africa. Ubuntu. I love South Africa. And by the way, for those who don't know, I did a report on South Africa versus Nigeria. There's been this crazy thoughts and perceptions around Nigeria and South Africa. Many people think that South Africans hate Nigerians, and vice versa. South African immigrants have this notion about Nigerians because they think that Nigerians do most drugs or most crimes in South Africa. And so because they do these crimes, they tend to hate on them because they also spend so much money, in the country, in their country. So there's this hate that comes with Nigerian immigration living in South Africa by young South Africans who live there. I returned from South Africa last month, and I did a little bit of interaction with some of their elites and some, of course, people who are students of institutions and even some policymakers. And trust me, they're totally different thinking, because I believe that the rural South Africa thinks differently, and the educated South Africa think differently, and then the policymakers also think differently. So I needed to also go and watch the report. It's already up on the channel, so get on my videos. I think we're getting some traction on that particular video, and also let me know what you think in that particular report. I did some interesting detailed analysis of what's going on. In fact, it will shock you that even some Nigerians believe that yes, Nigerians do drugs in South Africa. You'll be stunned. But that perception about hate, about calling out the other just because most South Africans think that Nigerians do drugs and do crime in South Africa is mostly exaggerated. It's mostly exaggerated. There's not much facts to that, because even South Africa's own statistics in the last year shows that most of the crimes and drugs done by people in their country are actually done by indigents who are South Africans. Of course, the number 2 and number 3 immigrants are actually countries within the South African sub-region. So Nigeria is actually far from that particular thing, and this is records that has been shown by South African authorities. So there's a whole lot of dichotomy. What I see happen most of the time. What I see happen most of the time is when something happens, like maybe one thing just happens, just 1, 2, 3, of something that just happened. You tend to see the media in South Africa, boost it beyond just normal. And you know how it is when somebody is caught. Maybe, for instance, a Nigerian has been caught downtown Soweto to have stolen something, and so because it's a Nigerian that is caught, it tends to gain more traction. It tends to be pushed more on social media than it would be if it was just basically South Africans who are involved in it. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Say, for instance, somebody has just stolen a car downtown Soweto, okay, and the person's name is Chibunna Chidiebere, or well, you're conversing with Chidima because of what happened recently. Oh my goodness, I'm coming to that later. But again, Chidima, and that name, of course, is not South African name. It's a Nigerian name, and so because it's that, it goes on social media. The next thing is on YouTube. The next thing is on website. The next thing is on, and South Africans tend to swallow it, and it spreads faster like wildfire. Now it's different from the same story. Somebody has just broken into a home in Soweto and stolen XYZ thing, and the name comes out as the person who took it or who perpetrated that evil is seen at maybe a Lindiwe, for instance, and then it goes, oh well, it's our brother. Nothing much here to see. There's nothing much here to say. There's nothing much here to brag about, because I mean it's our brother. So we wouldn't push it, even if it shows on our timeline. We wouldn't want to read the story. But when if it's a Nigerian, oh, because it's a Nigerian, oh, well, you know what? Let's push it, because we need to put it into our minds of the South African public that Nigerians are the ones doing drugs, which is absolutely false. So the media has got a huge role to state this clearly. I mean, it's also part of the report that I did in that report. By the way, I'll also give you the rundown of what happened, how we went to South Africa and came back, and the story around South Africa. It's a beautiful place, beautiful country, absolutely amazing. Again, all of the things I have seen on the African continent, especially for the travel I have done throughout the African continent. Look, the only problem Africans have is leadership. I don't know what you think, but it's leadership. Leadership is the only problem Africa has. Because if we've got our leadership right, if we got it right, trust me, there will absolutely be no reason why we wouldn't be why Africa would be where it is today. Trust me. I mean, look at it. Africa is home to most of all the resources the world needs. Just name it. Is it oil? Is it gas? Is it bitumen? Is it limestone? Is it gold? Just name it. From the Horn of Africa to the east and west of Africa, Africa is rich. That rich. Well, guess what? We have leaders who have refused to take the bull by the horn. We have leaders who have refused to do the needful. We have leaders who have refused to sorry, I'm distracted. I'm seeing something. I'm just watching something right now. Because I have been noticing the boat. I don't know if you are seeing the boat from here. Look at this. I've been noticing this boat. One just berthed now, and a few persons carried the boat, and they moved the boat here. So I've just been looking at them, because this is one. Where is it? This is one. Okay. There's another one. This is two. I've been noticing something. There's another one coming. If you can see from here, there's another one here. I really don't know where they're coming from or where they're going to, but I just know that I don't know if it is the right thing to do or to come close to them or something. There's just one person doing that. So I just keep an eye on that and see where it takes us to. Okay. So, as I was saying, that Africa needs its leaders to be more than just being one of those leaders, but being deliberate about development of Africa, and we'll be good. We will be good. I'm really scared for these guys, man. Look at the currents. Look at what it's doing to that guy. For the life of me, even if you give me $1 million, I won't try what these guys are doing. Even if I'm trained to do anything, I will never ever do it. So I was talking to you about the beauty of Africa, the beauty of the continent of Africa, and how wonderfully made that we are. But we have a depth of leadership. Our leadership have become a huge issue. It didn't just start today, but we could trace it back far back as 60s, 70s, 80s. Oh my goodness, this guy has jumped through. This guy is here. Oh my God. He's here. These guys are on the sea. No training. I'm not sure they even have the masts or what do they call it, the vests. Look at this. So the berth at the bank of the river, and then they take the wooden stuff, the wooden boats, and then they push it to the other side. Take a look at this. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Look at it. It started moving there. Look at that. You see that? I really don't know what this is, but this is crazy, man. I can imagine the adventure that this provides, or the fun this provides. And they will be moving from that distance. Look at, from that distance. You seen two of those coming up all the way to this place. So the second one has just breasted. Oh boy, it's crazy, man. This is crazy. Okay, so like I was saying, guys, Africa is blessed. It's a beautiful, beautiful continent, but we've got a huge problem with leadership, and leadership is one of the biggest problems of African continents. I just hope that we would, going forward, get leaders that would stand strong and look straight in the face of whoever that needs to be looked at, and say that we need investments, and beyond the investments, but genuine with our investment talks, because sometimes what I see is most people coming like they want to really do investments, and when they try to do those investments, you know, they tend to exploit the continent, tend to exploit the country, you know. So you just tell me what you think about this particular location. We'll be back with our normal discussions regarding the issues around the world. I'm sure that you've also seen that my discussions or my talk around what's going on in the Middle East. My goodness, everyone is waiting for what Israel would do. I mean, just like it feels like the match between Barcelona and Real Madrid, the El Clasico. But Iran cannot be said. You cannot say Iran is a match to Israel per se. I don't think Iran is a match to Israel, you know, but I just feel that the world can be a better place if people mind their business. Quite frankly, Iran backed Hezbollah has been firing some missile into Israel. And the other day, Israel was scolded by the United States about the catastrophe in Gaza, and I was hoping and praying that at some point that Israel was going to really take a second look at the catastrophe in Gaza and at least save people who are you know, who are vulnerable, children, women, and even some men as well, who are vulnerable, you know, to all of these, you know, massacre that has happened. Everyone knows how this particular story started with the October 7th killing of Jews, 1,200, according to Israeli tallies. And so because of that, Israel is going all out to destroy the very fabric of terrorist Hamas, and now by extension Hezbollah. And Iran looks like it's confronting Israel head on. and so it's thrown over 180 missiles into Israel. And Israel is just quiet about it, and they have said, look, nobody will force us into retaliating or saying anything. And the other day, an attempt on Netanyahu's life was made in his home at Caesarea. They were not home when that attack happened, but it was a drone attack in Caesarea. And so it does mean that this particular war is going to be one that would be crazy in the coming days. Israel killed Sinwar, that is the leader of Hamas, and so it felt like the war is coming to an end. And so just as you're thinking that the war is coming to an end, it's shooting up. I mean, it's and the new things that happen all over again. So I'm just thinking and I'm praying to God that look, these things don't escalate further. But the way I'm saying it, Israel will not allow this particular provocation by Iran to slide. I mean, for those who have been and following Israel in terms of its offensive and in terms of its conversations and the comments made by Prime Minister Netanyahu, it becomes absolutely impossible for Israel to let go, even though there have been talks regarding that development. I don't know what you guys think, but and then you also have these crazy issues that the US also is having to tell Israel that they have to check with the catastrophe in Gaza, and else they will not going forward support it. Israel responded by saying that it's not like aid is not entering there, but it's just that when this aids get into Hamas militants tend to hijack them, and it doesn't get to the people that it's supposed to get to. So my mind is just crazily going back and forth regarding this development, and I just hope that it doesn't get to a point where we'll get to a war. I mean, China, on the other hand, I don't even know who China is supporting in this instance. It seems China might in one way or another support its interests, and everybody knows whose interest China is. China will never support USA when it comes to war or things that has to do with war, and we know who US is supporting. So it's just a matter of time. And China's Xi Jinping told his soldiers to prepare for war. You know what that means? China is not at war with anybody, but he just told China just told his he told his told its soldiers or its army to prepare for war, and then it's terrible. Well, hold on a second. Look at what I'm looking at. These are what? Cows on the beach. We don't have humans on the beach. We have cows. God damn it! I thought cows move in bushes. Are you kidding me right now? I hope these are cows though. This looks like a cow from here, but they are cows. Because I can see two guys trying to control them. The two now. I'm seeing just one trying to control them. So they're coming this way. So these are cows. We don't have human beings on the beach, but we have cows on the beach. And this place is going to be littered. I can imagine the littering involved. Okay, see, this is another person who has moved all the way. I'm scared for my life about this, but look at this. Look at them. It's another person. It's as if they have a particular route to cross over. Look at another one that way. Maybe they go fishing. Looks like they went to do some fishing. It looks good from here. I don't know if you've also noticed that if you're on the beach, if you're trekking on the beach, on the bank of the beach, right? I mean, do you know that the places that you will never on a very regular day walk, the places on a regular day you wouldn't walk a distance, you could walk that distance when you're on the bank of the beach. Yes, you could walk like up to 4 to 5 kilometers and you wouldn't feel it because you are on the side of the beach, as opposed to if you're walking on the road. I mean, it's a little bit sunny. It's I think around 29 degrees Celsius, and there was rain earlier in the morning, but I think it's now very, very hot, and not as hot as it would if it was 35, 45. But these are cows, though. Yeah, they're clearer now. They've moved further a bit. They're cows. Cows on the beach. It's crazy. I can't deal. I can't deal. Again, cows be on the beach and human beings are not on the beach. What are they looking for on the beach, though? I mean, I'm not sure they can drink on the entire water of the beach. There are no pastures here. There are no grasses here to look for. I mean, you can look at it here, all the way down. There's nowhere you could find grasses or pastures or anything to feed them with. So I'm wondering, are they crossing to another state, another city? Because it's actually very easy to move your cows from one location to another using the beach side than moving on the road or through the city. Yes, absolutely. It's that crazy. So, like I was saying, the crazy things that are happening in the Middle East, and everyone is waiting for Israel's response. And China has said that soldiers should get ready for war, and it does look like Iran has also called on China to get ready for them, because you never can tell what's going to happen when Israel strikes. And there's a particular tweet that got me all worked up. Okay, here's another cow now. There must be something that they're looking for while they're here. I mean, this is I don't want to say this is a cow zone, or this is they're looking for water to drink, because they can't drink everything. So there can't be food, there can't be pastures on this plain. So why are cows? Why are cows around here? Why do we have cows here? And then we have this one's coming from here. And then it's crazy. They're coming closer. I hope I don't get flogged for filming them. Anyways, so like I was saying, I'm scared about the crazy nature of what's going on in the Middle East, and Israel is also looking to be sure that they don't get into a particular war that they cannot really come out of. Fighting in different fronts now, fighting Hamas, fighting Hezbollah. Iran is backing, Hezbollah, and also giving tactical support to Hamas. And you're all in the middle of it. Of course, we know that U.S. is an ally of Israel, and U.S. also thinks that Israel's win would be their own win, given that they have also had their own share of the terrorist attack that has happened in their soil. So, be that as it may, I'm just trying to move a bit so I don't get attacked. I'm moving backwards a bit, so I'm not caught unawares. So it's quite interesting. There are cows on the beach. Do you think there's something they are looking for on the beach? Because there are no grasses around here. Passing, that's all. Well, I think it's easier to pass the cows from here to another town than through the road. I mean, you're going to cause obstruction on the road. Instead of this place, you could move as far as possible. Even to another country, you wouldn't even know you are moving to another country, another state. You wouldn't know you have actually, you know. So it is what it is. Yeah, we've been here. Akinchuku.
Yo, Alpha.
Good, man.
It's good to see you. I've been dealing with some of your colleagues from Abuja. Cinema. Cinema guys, and even the ones that do. One girl like that does business for you.
Are you serious?
In Abuja, yeah. I was with them.
Where?
In Abuja.
Abuja? Oh, you traveled to Abuja?
Yesterday.
Ah!
As I land Abuja, like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was there. I was in Abuja for an entire week.
How's the event?
It was good. I had like 4 events.
4? Jesus. Not die, you.
I did it. I go Abuja for 2 events. Next the marketing call. We just signed 1 contract now. 3. I won't leave on because Friday. I was supposed to leave on Friday. Next day, then Saturday night.
You have to stay back.
So there was no flight for Saturday. It was on Sunday. So just moved into Sunday.
Wow. This is beautiful. No, this is you. Why you are there? You will never know that there's.
Never know. I was telling them like this thing is what we run to landmark.
Yes. I haven't heard that it's Okum-okpo beach. This is Okum beach.
Oh,
I've
really?
never heard that. Okum beach.
But this is like way, this one now. Sorry. This one now. They did this before park. No, this one. This is. They don't find. I just remember my seashells off. I get you.
She said maybe you have to go a bit.
Can't get it by
This is the face of who's been talking. These are my friends and my colleagues.
Dana, let's go.
Everyone is going.
No worries.
These are my colleagues.
Go back tomorrow. Friday is here. Sorry, Friday.
So we're coming back on Friday. Back to this beach.
Dana, let's go.
Tena is in love with the beach.
Oh, yeah, now. They are really pressed for time. Let's take our group pictures. We need to get out of here. Amonike. Let's go.
Amonike, let's go.
Pius, can you get Amonike for us?
As what?
I don't know. Just get it. Let's go.
Amonike, they say I should get you for them.
You made already dressed like Imoja. Oh yeah, let's take our group pictures.
That's Amonike. That's Tena. We're coming back on Friday.
Yeah, let's grab our pictures.
Okay. We don't try.
We got done half of what we are meant to do today.